Here's everything you missed in pop culture this past week. Justin Bieber is allegedly facing financial trouble and apparently owes millions of dollars to his former manager, Scooter Braun. After Justin was forced to cancel his Justice tour back in 2022 due to health reasons, he was left with a $24 million debt to the production company, but Scooter Braun's company Hybe stepped in to cover the costs. Because of this, Justin was supposed to pay Scooter back, but only made one payment and then stopped because he apparently couldn't afford it. There have now been internal audits by both sides to figure out who actually owes money to who, and even after Justin sold his entire music catalog to probably help pay off some of the debt, the audits resulted in Justin still owing Scooter Braun $8.8 million. Yikes. Fans were not happy with Billie Eilish's Met Gala look this year, saying she looked absolutely horrible. However, this photo that everybody was referring to and rightfully trashing is AI. Billie wasn't even there. Billie then took to social media posting a funny video stating that she was performing a show in Europe that night, so she literally couldn't even attend, and told everybody to lay off. It looks like Blackpink is back in our area because they have announced via social media that they will be going on the Deadline World Tour this year. Getting tickets for this is going to be a bloodbath. Before I continue, if you like these pop culture recaps, make sure to follow me for more. President Donald Trump made a post today stating that Taylor Swift is no longer as popular as she once was because of him. He stated, "Has anyone noticed that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot?" Normally I would think this is a strange thing for him to say, but he said a lot worse. But I do feel like this is the perfect opportunity for Taylor to drop Reputation Taylor's version. Chris Brown has been arrested in Manchester for suspected grievous bodily harm and has been denied bail. He'll remain in custody until June 13th, which is also not looking great for him considering he was supposed to kick off his tour in the Netherlands on June 8th. Looks like Justin isn't going to be the only person in debt. Charli XCX dropped the music video for her song Party For You after it had a huge resurgence this year after going viral. She dropped the video on the 5-year anniversary of her album How I'm Feeling Now, which she made during COVID and included the song Party For You on it. The judge in the Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively case has thrown out the letter that claimed that Blake Lively threatened Taylor Swift to publicly support her. The judge found that the letter was improper and that its sole purpose was to promote public scandal by advancing inflammatory accusations and more against Blake Lively. And People magazine reported that Taylor Swift officially wants no part in the drama surrounding the upcoming trial. The Diddy trials have begun, and Cassie already took the stand for 4 days straight where she testified against him on all 5 of his charges. Dawn Richard of Danity Kane at the time of this video is currently testifying or finishing up testifying against Diddy on similar accusations she made 8 months ago. Also testifying in the trial next week will be Aubrey O'Day of Danity Kane, who came out and said that Diddy tried to pay her to be quiet, and likely so much more. The Menendez brothers, Eric and Lyle, have had their murder sentences reduced, which means they are now eligible for parole. Halle Bailey has been granted a domestic violence restraining order against DDG, and in her filing she recalled instances of alleged physical abuse. Halle also requested that DDG be granted supervised visitation hours for 6 hours once a week with their son Halo. After so many rebrands, Max, which was formerly known as HBO, HBO Go, HBO Now, and so many others, will finally rebrand again back to HBO Max. And normally this would annoy me, but honestly, the way the social media team has handled it and made it so funny, I'm obsessed. And lastly, Demi Lovato and her fiance Jordan Lutz are set to get married in just under 2 weeks during Memorial Day weekend. I also sense we may be getting some new music soon, and I am so excited.